All right, now we're going to go through the apparel for a trip to Bolivia. I'm just going to start at the top. Hat, always very important for any fishing trip. I tend to go for a neutral color, something kind of earth toned. You know, a really bright hat, even white, can spook the fish. The Dorado are really sensitive. I also like generally a darker bottom. It keeps the light kind of in check. So moving down from there, we've got the sunglasses. I always bring 2 pairs of sunglasses just in case something happens to one. I also bring 2 different kinds for different light situations. So I've got kind of my go-to, assuming it's going to be sunny or nice, high contrast lens, something maybe amber, where you're going to do well in the full sun. And then I bring a low light, a yellow lens, in case you get a rainy day or early in the morning, in the evenings. It's nice to have both. I bring them both on the boat every day. You never know when conditions are going to change. And with the Dorado, it's really important to see the fish before you make the cast. So having good eyewear is absolutely critical. Then moving down, kind of my base layer is usually a sun hoodie. We've got a couple options here. You can either have like a fishing shirt, some folks like that. I prefer the sun hoodie. It's really lightweight. These do well when they're wet, generally. That hood allows you to keep the sun off of your face, off your neck. But either one there, a fishing shirt, something that dries quickly is going to be the most important. You're in the water all day, you're crossing the river, you're dragging the boats. So lightweight, quick drying clothing is key. So then on top of those sun hoodies, those base layers, you're going to always want to have your rain jacket. I prefer something lighter weight, something that's fairly packable. You're not going to be wearing this most of the time. It's more when it rains, if it rains. So having something lightweight that does well in the heat, expecting 80, 90 degree temperatures, that's going to be important. Always have this in your bag. Then as we move down, you're going to want to be wearing shorts over a pair of tights. So for shorts, again, something lightweight that dries quickly. I like something with a little stretch in it. I also really like belt loops on my pants. Again, you're wet, they get a little bit heavy. I like to run a lightweight like webbing material belt through there. I'll also put my pliers on there, which are helpful for getting a hook out or tying a knot, cutting a leader, anything like that. I like to run the belt with the pliers in my shorts. Under the shorts, a pair of tights is kind of the go-to move in Bolivia. A lot of folks are a little bit hesitant. They wonder, do I really need to do that? Does it make a difference? I think it does make a difference. The tights, of course, are tight fitting. You can move through the water really quickly with no drag. It eliminates the sag. All day you're hiking through the water. So having the tights allows you to move quickly and efficiently through the water and more quietly. So another thing I like to point out is that the lodge does daily laundry service. So you don't need to bring 6 pairs of tights, 6 shorts, 6 sun hoodies, 1 for each day. I bring 2 sets of fishing clothes, and each day one's getting washed, one's getting worn. So it makes it really easy to pack light for this trip. I also like to bring a couple t-shirts. Again, with the daily laundry, don't need a ton of lodge wear. It's not formal. It's easy to hang out at the lodge. The bugs, for the most part, are not really terrible. So you can wear, short sleeves and shorts with sandals around the lodge. So again, with that laundry service, just bring a couple shirts for hanging out in at the end of the day. So I also like to bring a lightweight insulating layer. A puffy like this might be a little bit overkill, but something like a fleece, a lightweight synthetic material, something that's going to do well when wet. You just assume you're going to be wet for this trip. That's a nice piece of gear to have in case, an early morning, it might be a little chilly, a late evening could be a little colder. So having something to provide a little warmth is helpful.